Hi Paul,
Hello.
you are the creative director of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. So nervous, sorry about that.
Don't worry,
Yeah, me too. So, I got to play it. It was honestly amazing.
Thank you.
Some things to fine tune later on, but overall the experience was so pleasant. So, couple questions about the game and the features. About the minigames, like the Deadman's Test in the original one, the checkers, yeah. Will that be the game?
Yes, it will be in the game. So all the mini games from the original game will be a reset.
Yeah, so that is fantastic. That is fantastic news. Okay, so well, my list of questions was cut in half after playing. So yeah, I think this would be better to do before I was able to play. See, now I have to create some questions from top of my head. But let's see. Black Flag Resynced, because it is in the Animus Hub like the other games. Will we be able to get like Helix keys, for example, from Shadows, transferred into the Black Flag?
I don't actually have the answer for you, sorry, but I can find out later what they had you.
But there probably will be like projects, anomalies.
There will be endless projects, yes.
Yeah. How about the Helix store? Will there be one?
There will still be a score for the other option on the items if you wish. But yeah, be optional for the
Optional. So optional.
Yeah, optional. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you know, but fans can actually look forward to capturing a lot of the old cosmetics from Black Flag that were previously monetized. They were free. Oh, missing. So a lot of gamers will just keep.
That is fantastic news, in my opinion. Here's what you had. Now it's free. You can buy or don't buy the new stuff, or basically early way to get those. Are there like any customizable things in that? Well, not the hideout, but in the manor.
Yes. Yes, it's now completely near to recent this concept of portraits. So we know that players will return to the Caribbean with a certain lens in mind. We want to keep the characters that we love of memories there. So we actually added a portrait for many of the main characters in the story, as well as the villains. We can actually look for a portrait of, let's say, Julian the Cast and hang it on the villa. And I'm not going to spoil too much area, but if you hang all the arbor in the villa, there are story moments that would be unlocked in the villa as also. So the little hidden secrets. Yes, and pretty good. It's a pretty good story. Yes, let's say.
So let's not spoil too much.
Yeah.
But how about the islands? I noticed there are so many islands added.
Did you try out some of it?
Yeah, I tried to, but there was too many to try out at once. So are some of them like empty, or do every single one have something in them?
Like, every single one has all in little for
so exploration is definitely good.
Yeah, and we essentially gave a lot of freedom to the world team to decide on what they wanted to do. So the level artists, the level design, they given us on the players to really craft them like they wanted. So you might find a little pharaoh, or you might find a little church, little things like that with the surprise players.
Yeah, I did see like prisoner and stuff like that in the cage. Also like sea ruins. It was already like there is tons of new stuff that wasn't in the original game. So that is so good to see the game was faithful to the original, but also has its own identity, in my opinion.
Thank you.
So awesome to see it. Same game but different, if that makes sense.
Yes, yeah. We try our best to keep the spirit of Black Flag while trying to expand on it, and crafting players was on very enjoyable things for the world here.
What you can tell us about the game that you didn't reveal in the showcase in general terms? I think you'll answer this already in the showcase when you speak with John.
Yeah, I can explain a little bit. So one of the hardest things was to maintain the vision of Black Flag and recreating it, just purely recreating it without expanding on it, which is what we want to do as an end goal, was extremely difficult. Because if you think about it, when it comes to Shadows or Valhalla, that you could sail small boats, but there wasn't actual full naval combat or full treasure or full underwater, and Black Flag has that. And Black Flag too has seamless boarding, there are seamless ground to naval and vice versa scripted events. All that required us to create a set of robust scripting tools of ground, parkour, naval, and underwater, which didn't exist. A lot of it didn't exist in the modern envelope, and we actually had to recreate the tools that we had from AC3 and AC4 in a modern adventure. That was very difficult. because creating new tools means new training.
Yeah.
And definitely new processes for the level designers and quest designers to act on. So that was a huge undertaking that we took in year one. And it sounds very trivial and technical, but in reality, that was one of the things that we knew was coming for us and that I had to fix. Because if you think about it, in old school RPGs, so old school action and JRPGs had what we call the linear gameplay sequences, ARS, Charleston, Run Go Gently, for example. And these sequences, for every minute of gameplay, you would have a lot of scripted events. Whether it's a falling beam or Edward jumping into a burning ship, things like that. And those require a lot of twists under the hood that break the systemic nature of the game in order to create a crafted piece of content. And we knew that Black Flag was that sort of game. And that was our focus from the beginning. That was more the hardest things.
I really imagine it will be training completely new things, or retraining, or relearning a lot of things as well. But like I said, my question list was cut more than half, basically. So I don't think I have any more questions.
For sure.
Yeah, okay.
It's for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. You're welcome. Well, nice to meet you, Matt. Nice to meet you too, Matt. So I'm a huge fan from Constantine, Edward Kenway. So how did it feel to come back as Edward Kenway?
It's been great, man. I feel really humbled and very lucky and very blessed to come back to this character after all these years. You know, it's a strange thing. I've never come back to a character this long in my career, this far away from doing something, and it's a little bit like putting on an old jacket from an old friend.
Yeah,
you know. So it's been great, man. And some of the new stuff we did is really, really cool. So I'm excited for everyone to see it in the game.
I was gonna ask about the new stuff, but you probably cannot go into the details too much. So
I think we'll leave that to when you get there. But what I will say about it is Darby wrote a couple of great scenes.
Yeah,
the original writing of the game, and it was just wonderful to play them, and they really add to the character and to the character's journey and the game in a whole.
Nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So how did it feel to play new things?
Great. You know,
It original cast, I guess, with the new characters, right?
I will leave you to discover that yourself. But you know, it's great. The new scenes, they really do fill out the character and they add more depth to the character. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about them, man. But you know, like jumping back into the mocap suit and playing the character again in full motion capture was a real treat. Like, you know, yeah.
Just dog your back flying.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Any advice to anybody who wants to start acting or voice acting with these accents? So it is sometimes awful. I have to record like 10 times same clip because I mess up the words.
It's tough business, you know. I think that if you love and you have a passion for it, then you know the only one thing I would say is perseverance is the key. Don't give up, you man.
So that is for everybody.
That's for everybody. And I think like
YouTube.
I mean,
I think like that.
If you have something you love and you're passionate about it, you know what I mean, you go after it, like, and don't give up until you get it, you know.
That is awesome advice.
Yeah, perseverance.
So, what do you think about the new dev? You're like certain general opinion, not. I've looked into the.
I played it yesterday. I played the beta version. I think that's what they say. The beta version, is it?
Beta.
Beta. I played that version when I was in Toronto doing the motion capture, and it was great. And I played it yesterday, and I had all these like memories coming back to me. About filming the original scenes, and I just think it just looks so good.
Yeah, it does.
The ocean, like the landscape, you know, the original game was so beautiful anyway.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's just enhanced so much, you know, but also feels better. Seamless as well, you know. So it's not like a completely different game; it's the same game.
Yeah,
you know, but it's been.
I feel that in the missions as well. So
yeah,
it is playing like. It actually took me back to the 2013.
Did you have like memories and stuff like
that?
But me too. It felt like quite emotional and nostalgic playing it again, you know. And I love that. But at the same time, you know, it's so enhanced and the look of the game. Up until recently, I would play the game still, but I would like take a boat and go for a sea shanty, listen to a sea shanty, go for a swim, just to kind of chill out because it's a nice setting to be able to do that. But now I can't wait to be like immersed in the game properly now.
So, what is your favorite season thing? Speaking about the season, this
gotta be Leave Her Johnny.
Yeah, the legendary.
Yeah, I found out recently. I think that that's about a ship. It's not about. I thought it was about a girl.
Yeah, me too. Me
But
too.
I think it's actually about a ship, which makes complete sense. Do you know what I mean? The setting, but it's a great
Yeah,
scene.
not like a sunken ship,
Yeah.
sinking ship.
Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah. But they're all great, and I love the sea shanties. It's amazing how they became kind of such a phenomenon. Such a kind of like a great thing for the fans, for themselves. And but Leave Your Journey, I would say, is probably my favorite.
Yeah, that is up there for me. That's one to say no.
Yeah, that I would say that's
Yeah,
in the outside. Yeah.
It's like
I also like I grew up in Wales, and they used to sing that in Wales.
yeah. Anything you want to tell the viewers, our audience out there?
Just like I'm really excited for everyone to play the game and the content, the stuff that I've done for Resynced is I'm really excited for everyone to play it, and really excited for their reactions, because like I'm a gamer, as a fan of this franchise, as a fan of this game, I was really over the moon when I played it. So I'm excited for everyone to play it.
Yeah. So, well, thank you for the interview. My pleasure. And if it's not too much to ask, few pictures.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So, thank you for watching.
Hey there, friend. I'm glad to see you. Stay sharp out there and keep smiling. We'll meet again.